What's going on, everybody? This is Island Hopper TV. Today we're going to talk about things to know when visiting Germany. Let's do it. So let's talk about things to know about Germany in terms of statistics. There's 83 million people that live here. It is actually the largest country in the EU, but not in Europe. Turkey has 89 million and Russia has 123 million people. The capital of Germany is Berlin. Where I'm at currently right now is actually Cologne. This is the Schildergasse area, which is many areas across Germany that have this kind of foot traffic, but Cologne really does pack the people in right here. So you can do a lot of shopping like this, but you could see lots of people in Germany. Also, there is 16 states in Germany. So as we talked about, 63 million people, but 16 states: Bavaria, Westphalia, Berlin. So depending on the region, it's going to depend on the vibe that you're going to get in Germany. Right now, I am, for the most part, in the west, on the east, by the Rhine River. So here's something interesting to consider. What is Germany known for? Well, it's known for bratwurst. It's known for beer. But what else is it known for? Well, believe it or not, it's also known for castles, like the ones in the south of Germany, towards the Alps. It's also known for its Autobahn and cars, Mercedes-Benz, but also many companies come from Germany. You would be surprised how many companies you've interacted with or transacted with that come from Germany, not just Volkswagen and Mercedes. So basically what we're talking about is German engineering. So let's talk about why you should visit Germany. So number one is it's really easy to get around here. You don't have to go out of your way to go to the airport. You can get on a train and travel really easy, or you could just do a bus if trains are not your thing. But also great culture, friendly people, beautiful sights. They have castles, especially here in Bavaria. So lots to see and do here. All right, let's talk about weather in Germany. So right now I'm here in April 2nd. It is currently snowing. But as you know, Germany is a large country. Winters, they can be long. They can start as early as October and last all the way until May. The coldest month in Germany is January, be aware. The winters, although cold, might not always be wet, okay? So maybe a couple weeks out of the year in the winter are they going to get a rainstorm or snowstorm. Most of the country is just dry and cold, okay? Now it does vary because in the north they have the ocean near the Baltic and the North Sea. In the south they have the Alps. Obviously higher up you go in elevation, the colder it's going to get, especially as you get into the Alps. In January the temperature averages around 27 degrees. In the summertime across Germany, as long as it's sunny, you can expect very mild to beautiful weather because Germany is a temperate country. But if it is cold and rainy in the summertime, it can still be chilly. So with that being said, what to wear? Well, you want to wear a dry jacket with you pretty much anytime you travel here. Lightweight, but then in the winter, you're going to want a really thick winter coat. In the summer, you might not need the thick winter coat, but you will need that waterproof jacket in case it rains. Okay, in the winter you could see you will probably need a beanie, gloves. Gloves are really important. It's not necessarily considered good etiquette to put your hands in your pockets, so having a nice pair of comfortable, durable gloves that allow you to also make hand movements. Boots and sneakers. So I brought boots because when it's cold out, boots are better to handle the snow than a pair of Nikes. But you want to have that pair of Nikes if it's a nice day and you're doing a lot of walking. Okay, let's talk about places to go and things to do while visiting Germany. So the big cities that you're going to want to check out are going to be Berlin, number one, followed by the Rhine region. The Rhine region, which includes Cologne, Frankfurt, Frankfurt being the main economic hub, Cologne being the main area for get-togethers. Then in the south of the country, you have Munich. Also in the south of the country, you have the castles. Now in the north, you have Hamburg, and you have some of those coastal areas along the North Sea, right next to the Netherlands. So those are the main areas that you'll want to see when you come out to Germany. So Munich, Frankfurt, Cologne, Dusseldorf, Berlin. That's the main areas, and then Hamburg. All right, next up, let's talk about transportation. So for the most part, in Germany, I've used the train probably more than any other transportation mode. Obviously, they have some of the most impressive airports. Believe it or not, Berlin is not even the most busy airport in all of Germany. So there's a few others that are more busy, like Frankfurt or even Cologne or Munich. But when it comes to other forms of transportation, there's lots of bike riding. So if you rent a bike or get one of those bird scooters, that's a preferred form of transportation, especially around the city centers. Now, also bear in mind, this is home of the Autobahn. So if you do choose to rent a car, some of these roads that you'll go on might not have speed limits. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how fast you like to go, right? So in terms of taxis, reasonably priced, and same with even Uber Eats. Uber, they do have like those pickup apps where you can do all that, so keep that in mind. Other than that, they have also the Viking tours that go up and down the Rhine River. If you want to just see all the towns along the Rhine. But they also have ferry boats when you're in town, although taking a ferry across the river is not so necessary when you can just walk across the river by foot. So getting around on foot is a big thing. Next up, let's talk about affordability. So Germany in general is not a very expensive place, although I have realized that occasionally some things are more expensive than others. Transportation is not as expensive. I wouldn't consider that too expensive, but it is more expensive than other places, like riding the train. It does seem to be more expensive than other places in Asia or Europe, or even the United States. But also food. I've noticed that food is a little bit more expensive in Germany, but accommodation is affordable. So accommodation more affordable here in Germany than other places, but food more expensive in Germany than other places. So I would just say consider all of those factors. Taxis, transportation in general, I would say is average. It's not more expensive or less expensive, but overall, Germany is not considered an expensive country like Switzerland or Norway or something like that, or Japan. It's pretty affordable. You're not going to break the bank here, but you're not going to find yourself in a super affordable situation like you were in, say, Thailand or Panama or something in the Colombia. It's not going to be that affordable. All right, let's talk about the people of Germany. Are they friendly? Do you have anything that you need to worry about? Any cultural norms to consider? Overall, the people of Germany are friendly. There is obviously a stigma from the past, but for the most part, the Germans are very empathetic of that past and have done everything they possibly can to make amends and make peace with everyone. And with that being said, it is also a diverse place. You'll see that it is very multicultural, and that's a good thing because Germany is very friendly towards all people of walks of life. I mean, people come across their challenges, but for the most part, Germany is a very large country, lots of people, but very diverse. Here's some more information about visiting Germany. Typically, public restrooms, you have to pay to go to the toilet. There is also no shopping on Sundays. Most of the country does not allow the stores to be open, so when you're on a Sunday, day in the town, or outing, don't expect many stores to be open for shopping. Also, it can be useful to brush up on your German, or at least have Google Translate handy at all times, because English, even though it is spoken as a second language, is not always going to be available. So communicating in English or your native tongue might not always be available. Let's talk about food in Germany. So as you can see, they've got steak and lots of potatoes. They've also got schnitzel. If you haven't already tried schnitzel, now's your chance. They've got bratwurst, plenty of bratwurst. They've got currywurst. So many different varieties, including red cabbage, soups, and yes, plenty of meat, including lots and lots of pork. And let's not forget about brew, plenty of beer. As you know about the German Oktoberfest, which is basically lots of beer drinking. But last but not least, let's not forget about bread. Plenty of bread-related items here in Germany. All right, guys, that's going to conclude this episode of Island Hopper TV from Germany. Things to know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you love videos like this, and watch some more of our other videos. We'll see you on the next one.